Who did we just lose? Did we just lose someone?
Regret your choices immediately.
Very much do. So Teresa, what time?
All right, so it's recording. So yeah, Matt, I'm just gonna wing it like always when we go live. Just intro what we're doing. This, that, the other. We'll let everyone in, and then chat about the giveaway and go through single barrels that we've done and give away some other information what's coming.
How do you organize the screens on this thing?
I don't know. I've never worked it out. There's
here we go.
gallery
It's
up top,
view.
right?
Yeah, view gallery. There we go. That's what I wanted. I was going to show. I've got some.
Nice.
What is it called? Butterscotch pudding.
Butterscotch pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, how good is it? Yeah.
Here we
Hasn't
go.
cracked it yet. Oh, he's opening it.
I don't crack it. Yeah, crack it on stream. Fuck
Are we on stream? Are we live or what?
Well,
We're recording. We're
live,
not live yet.
Yeah.
So do you want to go live and then let everyone
I'm
in?
going to go live and let everyone in. Remember, Ray, don't talk too quick. Give them a few seconds to get in.
Yeah, gotcha.
I know you're
I'll
getting
just pause.
How many people are you letting in? People suck. Let's just chat us guys.
Let's just do that.
Come on.
He's better.
We don't need them. Matt says we don't need them.
No, you don't need them, mate. You don't need them. Also, John, have you got like a broadcast light above your head or something? Have you? What have you got?
No, I've got to make sure I sit back here because if I go, that's my OnlyFans light. So I'll live, by the way. Sorry, Ray.
Hold on, I've got my ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit!
Oh, you went red. There we go.
I'm admitting everybody and it's recording, and I think it's live. And the first thing people would have heard.
It is live to a third party, apparently.
I wish you had an OnlyFans.
Oh, cool.
So much more money.
Yeah, that's good. A bit of extra light's good.
This band,
You happy with that now, Matt?
That's good.
But not this one.
All right, so I'm just going to temporarily mute us while you talk, Ray.
Okay, so he's muted, and we're
Yeah,
live.
it's just the lads. It's just Ray and Matt talking nonsense now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a lot of dribble. Thanks for everyone joining. Everyone who watches on the sideline on the socials and everything. Should be fun. That's a big water there, mate. What's going on, Tyler? Huge water.
Just say it anyway. Like even if we can't hear you, just the intention was like...
just saying, staying with the brand and
love it.
Staying hydrated.
Yeah, so basically just wanted to there's been a lot of questions around the BTAC giveaway we're doing. So I thought, well, why not just jump online and we'll just go through a few barrel picks that we've done from Buffalo Trace Distillery and chat around that. I think a couple of you got fresh bottles to pop, or if you got old bottles, or you want to bring in any that you've had a while ago. I've actually, well, no one can see what's going on there. Yeah, I've actually got Buffalo Trace number 3. That's what I'm going to start on.
What's the name on that one? What's the name on that one?
Okay, so the name on it is #3. So in the beginning of selecting barrels, the pleading and the begging and the hoping and trying to get certain barrels from everywhere that we get them, there was no real plan, I guess you could say, of naming them. So you'll see that every release, whether it be Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Jack Daniels, even our Weller, Brook Laddie, Highland Park, they're all 1, 2, 3. So,
mate, you need either better creativity, SNWS style, or you just need to squeeze Andy Milne's nuts harder. That's how it works, mate. It doesn't. There's other option. Okay, we'll keep this PG. Sorry, I realize we're recording and live at the moment, aren't we? So,
so I think everyone's heard nuts before.
Yeah,
but
true.
no, yeah, I wasn't as Well, what was your first bottles called, mate? Hey, in the 60s when you first had them.
Oh my god! In the 60s? What are you talking?
They just would have been like 1.01.
No. Well, the first one was 1.1. That's exactly.
It wasn't like fruitcake and Mars dust.
No, it's true. We didn't have names back then. They were just 1.1.
There you go. Are you okay with me putting names on my bottles? Is that?
Look, look, you got your inspiration from somewhere, and that's fine. Mate. That's fine.
Take it from the best, eh?
This guy. I'm getting thirsty. Can we open these yet? Can I open this?
Yeah,
I'm opening it live on stream because that's what Jarvis recommended.
Well, that's because I opened mine last night, so I wasn't able to do it live on the stream.
And 3, 2, 1. Wait. Got to get the sound. Ooh.
I didn't hear anything. How about everyone else out there?
Let's try that again, shall we? It's on mic. Here we go.
It's
Yeah.
better than the first one.
Mm.
Sound like a duck.
How about it?
Well, there's the name of your release, Ray. Just call it number 3. Sounds like a duck.
Sounds like a duck.
Yeah, that's
Duck
how it
open.
works with naming.
You want me to fail, don't you?
No, I love it. I love it. You're missing the point.
Oh, as we all drink on and have a couple of burbies, I hope you all like bourbon,
Mm.
because that's the that's the flavor tonight. Getting in the spirit of 4th of July for tomorrow.
Mm. Gee, that snuck up on us, didn't it?
Yes, half the year gone.
Never to be seen again.
Mm. Yes, so there you go. How's the butterscotch pudding for the first time, guys?
It does what it says on the tin. It is literally like a glass of butterscotch pudding.
Yeah, it's super sweet. That's what John was saying last night.
It's sweeter than most BTs. It's sometimes I taste some bourbons that are a bit like very corn forward, and they're very sweet, obviously. But this one, like BTOs, get a bit more sort of like a bit more savory element to it. This one,
Yeah, like caramels and stuff. Well, the one you're drinking actually came out as a pair. There was salted caramel popcorn and butterscotch pudding.
yeah,
So
nice.
butterscotch pudding was my fave of the two.
Now, can we talk? Can we get technical for a second?
Yeah, absolutely. Do it.
Do you taste these at like 45? They bottle at 45% ABV, which is always very nice, as opposed to say the 40, or heaven forbid 37. Is this? Do you taste them at 45, or do you taste them at 55, 65, anything like that, or is it they come in at 45 or always? Or
That's a 10-part answer. Generally, they come in at 45. The samples do as well. And when you're picking them, there is an element of time, and they are going to change. And there's no way you can exactly tell what they're going to do. And I don't need to do this because you literally run a company on single casks. But for example, our Weller Foolproof and our 4th Eagle Rare, which was Dark Cherry Ripe, which everyone loved, they spent almost 7 months longer in the barrel. And basically, you're looking for the flavors that that are there, which I'll bring up as well with the tequila that we're doing. It just amplifies a bit, like it just it's kind of funny too, because even off the bourbon wheel, but the Highland Park one, our second pick, when I picked that, I was kind of like, oh, that's got to go this way, and I hope it does, and it did. But you've got an element of time that changes it. I've always dreamed of trying Buffalo Trace at cask strength. I know Stag is pretty close to obviously what it would be, obviously chosen from different areas and this, that, the other. But when I was there in January, I got to pick our one of our next Buffalo Trace barrels, which will be here in, well, a good 7 months. I got to draw from the barrel. So that was absolute pleasure for me.
can you tell someone who maybe isn't as connected with the BT family as maybe you are, what's the difference between Stag Junior and Stag?
Stag Junior is literally just think younger. So it's generally
Okay, yep.
7 and 9 years. So you've got 7 and 9 years basically around abouts is where it's aged. Where I think the youngest George T Stag was just under 17 years I've seen, but it goes up to 19 years. So
Is there a missed opportunity here for them to put a product out in the future called Stag Senior, which is like 25-year-old or something?
like the Eagle Rare 25. I mean,
But they'd call it Stag Senior, junior.
What about like
standard.
What about
Stag
What about-
infant, like where it's only
Yeah.
They changed the naming structure though. So now just Stag Junior
about-
is just called Stag.
Yeah, it's called just Stag now. But what about we go
Oh,
Happy
okay.
Stag? Because he's the grandfather. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Also,
No,
Junior's gone, is it? It's now called just Stag.
Just Stag, yeah. So you'll see
Just
the
Stag.
old bottles like this one. They've got the Junior in the
Yeah.
G,
Yeah.
and the new one's
Yeah,
just
there's no Junior in the horn.
Mm.
So why do I prefer when I go to Corey's place? I generally rate his bourbon, and I typically prefer the Stag Junior over the George T Stag. Why is that? Am I just uneducated?
Oh, you
No,
don't sound uneducated at all.
that's just
Once
good
getting buddy.
preference.
No,
It's just
I
preference. Like, people
actually, I actually enjoy. Yeah, very good point. I actually enjoy Stag Junior or Stag more than George T. Stagg in the past, and basically because there's a lot more of that in the Stag. The Stag. Can I just say Stag Junior because it's so confusing? There's a lot more in the Stag Junior that it is. It's everything in a bourbon I'm looking for. Those deep caramel and the sugars are all still there. Where that age of time with the George T. Stag, it strips a lot of that out, and it almost tastes thinner in a lot of regards. Still high ABV, but I guess a little bit more tannin that's stripping those out as well. And you'll find that with the older whiskies, they don't. I love that 8 to 10 mark. I find it in a bourbon, personally. Obviously, you can go up a little bit from there, but I'm not going to pour a George T. Stag down the sink. That's for sure. But yeah, I enjoy a Stag Junior generally over the George T. Stags. I will say though, in the last 2-3 years, I feel like that game has changed massively. I feel like George T. Stag has definitely mellowed out, even though it's still high as hell. A heap, and also the Stag Juniors. Like I think I was talking to you last time, Tyler, on the juniors on the chat that we were in about 3 months ago. For some reason, it came up. The younger ones, the early releases, I should say, sorry, seemed a lot hotter than what they are now. And
Yeah, they were. They definitely were.
Yeah, it just goes with the test of time of people learning the trade and everything a little bit better too, right? I know what we are, but yeah, that's in a nutshell my uneducated opinion.
And I guess maybe it comes down to the fact that when I'm drinking a Corey's, I drink quite a bit as well. So it's probably that I want something that's a little bit lighter.
Maybe
He's a very generous
maybe
host.
you enjoy it more because it's more accessible.
Well, I mean, I know where he puts the good stuff, so I just typically help myself anyway. And he's not told me anything otherwise yet, or I haven't listened. So yeah, but I do rate the Stag Junior.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I haven't tried this Buffalo Trace number 3 for ages. So Buffalo Trace, well, we've got a few of you on the chat. John, what was your favorite one? 1, 2, 3, or the named ones?
Oh, look, I don't really remember because I drank so many of them, and I went looking to see what I had today to bring to the stream, and there was nothing. No, I had no other Buffalo Trace bottles. I've got quite a few of the Eagle Rare sitting behind me, but they're all nearly dead. So right now, this one, the butterscotch pudding is my favorite because it's here and it's open.
Because I have some. This would be I think the only Buffalo Trace single barrel you've tried of ours, Matt.
No,
No,
the first one I tried.
Okay, the first one. Yep.
Yeah.
Because you definitely got into the Eagle Rares.
I did. I told you I bought a few of those.
They're a popular spot.
Yeah, and I enjoy my bourbons, as you know. It's like a guilty pleasure, isn't it? It's not Scotch whiskey, isn't it? So it's like you have to sort of hide the fact that you really like bourbon sometimes, but it's true.
You're not allowed to say it at a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society tasting,
mate. We bottle plenty of bourbons, thank you very much. But you just have to. The problem is your love has to be still to the allegiance of Scotch.
Well, it is in your name.
Exactly.
What did you just pour, another BT or something?
Yeah, no, the same one. Just a second pour of that butterscotch pudding.
Yeah, awesome. Getting into it.
Yeah.
Getting into it. Anyone want to bring up their favorite BT or move on to Eagle Rare?
I think this is way better than your first one. It's the first one I remember well, but this is way better. It's far sweeter than your usual BT, and I'm usually a bit funny about that, but it actually works really well in this case.
It was an interesting pick to do, actually, that you say that, because when I picked them, the idea was to release them together, and you got 9 single barrels of Buffalo Trace. And as you know, you're picking a barrel, there's definitely similarities. The DNA's there. And to get them quite opposite from each other and still be the ones I wanted on what I thought was the best bourbon on the table, that was a fun process.
I bet.
It was good.
Yeah. Ross,
Ray,
welcome. By the way,
sorry.
It's good to see your face, mate. Haven't been a while.
Thanks, mate. Good to see you all.
Good to see you, mate.
I'm just lurking here in the background with the camera off because I'm putting kids to bed. But I just wanted to say that the salted caramel popcorn is by far my favourite. Absolutely love that one.
Because you don't have a camera and I can't pick your voice, who are we talking to?
That was
No.
Oh, hey, buddy. See you tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
When I get there tomorrow, I'll let you know why you're wrong. Just kidding. Just kidding. Personal preference. Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's certainly not love or hate, but it's definitely prefer. And you prefer the one over the other because they are that much different from each other, I find.
you on a reel? Did I spot you on a reel earlier today?
Yeah, I made a video.
Mate, you are hip with the kids now.
How'd I go?
You are hip with the kids. You've made a reel.
I made a reel. I did it all myself.
Oh wow.
I should have put the outtakes in there.
Yeah, my colleague Adam saves all the outtakes, and he keeps threatening to publish them as one long video of all the times I've just slapped a table or smashed a glass at every every
I
strip.
see
I've
yours and I
done.
just think that was just a one hit done. Like Krusty the Clown, you walk in there and it's down, boom.
Not
out.
not even close. Not even close. You're a dear.
Love it, love it. All right, well, who's got an Eagle Rare to drink? Who wants to pop an Eagle Rare?
I wish I still had a dark cherry ripe. That was amazing.
You and everyone else. I'm just glad I don't get asked anymore. I was getting asked for months after that. Months. There is another one on the way. I can tell you that. There's 3 barrels on that order that are coming.
Fantastic.
Yep. I think I called it. I call this one chocolate eclairs though, and it's super chocolatey. Definitely like that caramel chew in the middle. It's great. It's yummy. What Eagle Rare is. Everyone says you got to back up that cherry ripe. Well, I'll just give you another lolly. Why not? It'll be fine. But yeah, it's delicious. What one is that, John?
I just actually found I still have some left of the dark cherry ripe, so that's where I'm going to go next.
No, well, Tyler, go see John.
It's a bit of a drive, even though we do look like twins.
That's driving a fly.
How do you know, mate? You don't even know where I am. Or you been stalking me?
Pretty sure you're in Hobart.
So the fun process around Eagle Rare picks, the 1, 2, 3, when we got to pick our Eagle Rare first barrel was when COVID hit, and it was almost pulled off the table. I'm like, well, no, we still want to do it. How do we do it? There was nobody that could draw samples. There was obviously no way to get there, and so the discussions happened, and the only person who could pull the samples and pick the barrel was Harlan Wheatley. So I had to send him basically a write up of what I wanted in a barrel pick and what I was looking for, and this, that, the other, which is kind of a fun process. And then because COVID slowed everything down massively to get that process, by the time it all came around, number 2 was only about 5 months away, and I'd picked number 2. So we did a dinner tasting event, and we had and so I was like, all right, it's me versus Harlan. But he made it all, so let's be honest. it's all him. But no, that was a fun process. I definitely love to do that again. Give those ideas of what you're looking for, because the bottled Eagle Rare now, to me, used to be a single barrel back in the day. It's uniquely different, in my opinion, to what it was. And I know this sounds stupid, but the single barrels that you pick remind me of those days. And that's what I love in a single barrel of Eagle Rare. It's just that little bit difference. So not little bit, really, it's a lot different. And at 45%, they're both at 45%. So you're like, well, what is that difference? And that's how I see it.
All the barrels
When they send you the
coming
sample-
from a different rigs, different warehouses, different, or is it just you try to keep kind of similar places where you pick them from?
No, so you generally don't get a choice in that. And what's really cool though is when you get the samples and you get the ricks and everything where they were, sometimes you get 2 that were sitting right next to each other because someone drawing samples got lazy maybe, but another one levels and ricks over, and just really interesting. But those 2 beside each other, barrel the same date, sitting beside each other, they're the 2 that are more different than the one over here.
Yeah,
The,
well,
the
it
magic,
happens.
the magic of single cask there, or the
Yeah,
it doesn't-
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the best way to say it, isn't it? Where you know, the Eagle Rare of the old days, that whole magic of its own personality almost.
Which leans in even more, if we're nerding out on this for a second, Ray,
Mhm.
which leans in even more on the question of the efficacy and difference of racks and ricks and spaces and locations of those casks. So it's
Yeah.
like you could say that they're two casks that were sitting right next to each other in the same brick house that are totally different, and yet there's no that. So it doesn't matter where they come from, really, does it? Which is why it doesn't make
No.
it makes any sense for you to even like as you said, you don't get any say in where they come from. But even if you did, it wouldn't make any difference.
No, well, you'd just be trying blind, right? But that's the thing when they try them quite regularly. I mean, you can't try that regularly, but when they find them and find those different flavor profiles, they've marked them or whatever they've done, and yeah, I think that's an awesome point. That just that personality of a cask, of a barrel, of its own identity. Definitely,
yeah.
love it. It's cool. And but on the flip, sometimes
When they send you the samples, right?
Pardon me.
When they send you the samples, are they at barrel proof or are they coming out at 45?
45. They come out at what they're bottled at. Yeah. As I was saying before, I got lucky in January when I went over there and I got to actually pick it at cask strength, which will be really interesting to see. Of, you know, obviously you take notes on what you're doing when you pick them and this, that, the other. It'd be really interesting to see what it's at. Obviously we watered it down there, but we didn't have a perfect 45%. So
So how long
makes sense
do you
that-
do how long do you do a cast strength version through barrel and batch? Surely that's on the cards.
well, there's been no shortage of asking, I can assure you.
Well, I mean, you've told me several times there's a lot of things that you wouldn't be able to make happen, and you have. So it will happen, right? Surely.
I'm not saying no, I'm saying not yet.
So this year, is that what I'm hearing? You're saying it's going to happen this year?
Sorry, just getting word through now. This year is what I just heard.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, well, no, that's not
right?
happening. But that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, I mean, we just did.
For a moment. For a
Well, you know,
moment.
look,
For a
this
moment.
is
Oh, you can do it,
the only
right?
private
Come on.
barrel stuff that you can get, the only private barrel stuff from Buffalo Trace that they allow you to do is Stag Junior. Well, Stag now used to be Stag Junior and Blanton.
On
I got
the
a pick.
barrel pick stuff, yes. But Blanton's
Yeah.
obviously is kind of contract still for a Japanese company. So, you know, it's a tough one. But I don't think we'll ever get a Blanton's. But a Stag, yeah, you could say that we sorted that in January. Which I'm really looking forward to. But coming out this month, no one was there on the night, is on the chat today, which is a bit of a shame. But we've got another Buffalo Trace coming out, and it's around. So basically, this month we're doing Buffalo Trace for Rye July, and we're giving away the Family of 5. Did you watch my reel, Matt, or did you just skim past it?
No, mate, I skipped straight past it. Of course,
That hurts.
No, I'm
watched
kidding, man.
yours.
Of course, I watched your reel. You'll show up in your stats that the watch time was the full 60 seconds or whatever the hell it was.
You can do that?
Mate.
Show me your ways.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, but
View
yeah,
insights.
so pardon?
View insights.
Yeah, so on the 7th of August, which will be our next Barrel and Batch Up, we are going to draw the winner live.
Okay.
Which is going to be so cool. That winner is going to get the 5-pack of Buffalo Trace Antique Collection 2023. So all 5. Thomas Handy, George T. Stagg, William LaRue Weller, Saz 18, and Eagle Rare 17. And we all know how hard they are to get. So it was actually, I don't know if you guys met Ryan on one or two of our chats in the past, which was basically my senior in the new structure. And this was his idea, because I'm like, mate, it's going to be so hard to price this, that, the other. He goes, why don't we just give it away? I went, yes, let's give it away. So just an awesome call by him to do it. And when it comes out, how hard is it to find even one bottle to get the bottle you want, or a Sazerac or an Eagle Rare 17? Sure, George T Stags, a lot more obtainable in Australia, but William LaRue Weller, it's almost like hen's teeth. To get all 5 just given to you is insane. So, and that's the thing. We're like, do we price it? Do we sell it as a set? Because we only got one full set. You know, Ross here on the chat, you know how hard it is to get an allocation. What do we do here? And the best scenario was to give it away. So for that, basically you get an entry for every Buffalo Trace product that you purchase off us. And we've got some pretty cool things coming that I thought would make sense to add into it. So obviously any standard product, Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, Saz 6, all that. But the long-winded conversation I'm having is we picked this is how long it took. When I left Webster's in March last year, we picked on that night, it was called The Last Hurrah. We did it with Tim Duckett. We picked a Buffalo Trace barrel. I just happened to have the samples on me and we picked it. And we'd had a few Duckets, if you know what I mean. But there was about 11 of us and we all said, that is the best Buffalo Trace I've ever had. And I'm looking forward to trying it because I haven't tried it since. And that's going to be available, which is really cool. And also in COVID, when we picked our first Eagle Rare barrel, I was given the option, and our first Buffalo Trace barrel, I was given the option to send it to Corazon to fill it up with tequila. I was like, well, you got to commit to it now. That's what's happening. I went, oh, sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. So we did it. And in COVID, you know, as you know, distilleries and that across the globe, it was hard for everybody. But Corazon, they lost the barrels the whole lot. I'd got the samples. I got the samples from them, and in that process, they misplaced the barrels. I ended up finding them, of course, because they're tagged. But when I tried it, I was like, "That's delicious," and it was a year and 4 months old then. It's here now too, Corazon Tequila, single barrel, and it's 2 years and 8 months, which is obviously an añejo, but it's called a reposado because of when we agreed to it. That's when we asked for it to be bottled, but it took that long for it to get all done, and it's super exciting. It's titled Turkish Delight because that's what it tastes like, and looking forward to everyone trying that. It's pretty amazing. So yeah,
When's that coming? Sounds great.
Yeah, so obviously that's not a Buffalo Trace product, but it's a Sazerac product, so that'll count as well. I think about $129.90 for a bottle, which is pretty awesome.
Very good.
Yep. So
Ray, can I ask, on behalf of at least 3 people in the chat, including myself, can you explain this bullshit why we can't win because we live in the ACT?
you need to take that up with the terms and conditions of liquor and gaming, unfortunately.
Because it's
Northern Territory can't win either because we can't post anything there. You know, it's I do apologize. Find a very good relative that you trust and use their address.
I'll be putting my mum's address down in Melbourne. So
all right, well, we'll take that one out of the ballot. I'm kidding. No, but so we are going to draw the ballot live. Someone from the company or South Trade will draw the random number generator, and I'll have the numbers of what that lines up as, and we'll call out the winner right there and then. And we'll go.
You need one of those addresses, just like Bungendore or something. One of those places just outside of ACT. That's
Fishwick.
Fishwick. There you go.
Yeah, I reckon you could list Fishwick as far west Queanbeyan, right?
Yeah, everyone from Canberra jumped on the chat today to find out why they couldn't win. Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
He's wearing.
There he is.
Costume?
Our sailor, our
Sailor
trusty
costume.
steed has arrived.
Are you going to make it a thing where if they're not here on the stream, you redraw it? Because that'd be a good way to get some viewership as well.
That would actually be pretty cool. Might be.
I've already spoken to Ray as well. I'm planning a substantial bribe so that I win.
Well, there's also this other thing. Like,
$1,000 is not a substantial bribe.
what happens now if you actually draw Matt Bailey? Because I did a draw once live and I pulled out Mark Teague's name and I was like,
so that's why I'm
to
letting
me.
someone from South Trade or whatever to do the generator, and I'll have the numbers and I can call out the winner. But I'm just dreading the fact that, you know, Corey Meredith. Sorry, Corey, love you. But could you imagine? Be like, oh my God.
Yeah, okay. You can't give it to me. You can't give it to John. You can't give it to Corey. Definitely not Corey. Sorry, Corey. Love you, but
So,
You're ridiculously unpopular.
and Matt, I'd like to say, Matt, that I've had plenty of offers that trump your $1,000 offer.
mate, like, don't worry about what the offer was. You know, just broadcast that. I'm just saying that there's bribes in the wind. You know.
Yeah.
Considering the whiskey's in
Corey got it, you know to get open.
That's true, actually. Yeah, actually, maybe I'm putting another.
That's one thing I'd love to see. I'd love to see whoever wins it after they win it just post and pop all 5 bottles, or even jump on the virtual and and just go, "Hey, I won." Yeah, like talk about bragging rights.
Rig it. I can guarantee you that happens.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Never to do a comp again if that happens, Corey. I'd love you to win, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I'd hate you to win so bad.
Definitely a redraw if that happens.
We'd have to
Definitely
redraw it. Yeah,
you'd
we'd have to redraw it. Love
especially if it's one of your mates, right? That's the thing. You've got to make sure it's the winner's name when it's broadcast is like a John Smith from Western Australia, and it's like, well, no one's ever heard of him or whatever. It's like, cool.
Yeah,
And those are the names I need to buy.
Or that guy's made up.
I'm going to put my name in as Ray Daniel when I buy my next bottle. So
yeah, that'll be great.
No matter what, I'm going to post a picture of the whole set anyway and just say thanks for them on Barrel and Batch.
Thank you very much. Well, I'd just like to say though, if an allocation and it comes yearly, and you get 1 bottle of pretty much a few of them to make a set, do you know how much I want to keep that set? Do you know, do you know how much? It doesn't come around this way either. But anyway, it is what it is, and I can't wait to get away. Can't wait to give it away. It's going to be awesome.
Great.
When I think about it, right, we started the old Borough House with 78 BTAC bottles. They were like $300 each.
Yeah.
And now it's like this is just insane. We can't even get a full allocation as a retailer, you know.
Yeah, well, you're not an orphan.
How times change. I was literally just talking with someone earlier today about the first batch of Japanese releases that we got through SNWS, and we had to feature them at so many tastings because no one bought them. Because there were things like there was a 17-year-old Yamazaki cask in that lineup, and there was a 19-year-old Miyagikyo cask, and it was like, oh, it's not Scotch whiskey, so why would you buy it? Kind of mentality. And this, I'm talking like 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
No one touched it because it's Japanese whiskey's not cool, so why would you buy it? Who would spend $250 on a 19-year-old Miyagikyo, a single cask? It's like, nah. It's like, okay.
And now it's really easy to get the casks too, right?
Yeah, real easy, real easy. There's just tap water out of Japan these days, isn't it?
How they change. Yeah, Eagle Rare 17, no one used to drink it.
Oh, yeah.
It was 13 years ago, easily, like not even $200 a bottle.
Yeah.
And they came in cases of 6. So every, I'd get about 4 or 5 cases of that a year and be drinking. Everyone's like, wow, what are you doing drinking $200 bottle of bourbon? Because back then it was like $200 for a bottle of bourbon was crazy. I'm like, well, try it until you'll see why. I don't drink it every night, but and now it's like, what are you paying for it now?
Well, tell us, what does the price of BTAC go for these days? I'm not really I don't really keep track of that side of the market.
Yeah,
up and up.
Yeah, up and up. But you average, like, for wholesale wise, anywhere between $800 to $1,000. That's where they should be sitting.
Yeah, right.
The Eagle Rare 17 at auction's been going $1,500 to $1,700 a bottle.
Yeah, on the secondary market, they've gone as high as 2.5. But yeah,
cool.
Pricing wise,
if you take that bottle over to the US, you're getting about $2,500 US for it too.
Yeah.
Imagine spending that much on corn juice. Come on, folks. It's not even barley based spirit.
Ray, do you want me to make you host so you can kick Matt Bailey out of this, or do you want
Man, Ray, get one of these picks, mate.
Oh, I haven't stopped asking, mate. It's not in the program.
This is beautiful, and it's very good value for money. This is my go-to drinker.
Prove it.
Amazing. What do you mean prove it? It's open.
No, I mean drink it now. I'm gonna have the one that's yet to come over here. Traveller.
The Traveller.
Traveller.
Yeah. Put that on my
I'm doing a single casks. I'm having a Jack Daniel's single cask cherry cola old fashioned, which is actually not shit as well, out of a fancy whiskey glass for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on.
How do you do the cherry cola? Do you boil
I
it
have no
down?
idea. It was just handed to me, and I was told that's what it was. I don't do cocktails.
I drink them. I don't do them.
Yeah.
He's going to drink water.
What's the Traveller, eh?
I mean,
It's a new Buffalo Trace product. I'm not sure when it'll
Chris
be good.
Stapleton's whiskey.
Yeah, Chris Stapleton.
This
How they got
musician-
him to do a bourbon and not a Tennessee, I just don't understand. But
It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
no, I should have got the rights to that. You missed that boat, guys.
Right.
Yeah. So that's it. That's about it. I think. See us. No, I mean, yeah, I don't have much more else to give away. There's
When's the
I do
Buffalo
actually-
Trace drop, right?
The Buffalo Trace.
The new one.
Either this will sound dumb. Either in the this first week or in the third week, just depending on how we shuffle things. But within the time frame, yeah. So this month.
Has our
either-
pick
the
arrived,
budget.
has it?
Just need the budget.
No, that one hasn't. Corey, sorry, what's that? Tyler?
I just need a budget. There's a lot of stuff coming out whiskey wise this month, and it's
Oh, we got a truckload. So August as well will be our Weller Foolproof. So that's going to be super cool. Jesus, that's taken some time. I think August last
you
year.
coinciding that with a visit.
Pardon?
You coinciding that with Wheatley's visit.
With Wheatley's visit.
Yeah, isn't Head Distiller coming out in August?
I don't know what I can give away there because it's not my show. But we are releasing that around that event, yes, and it will be in Melbourne for all the Melbourne people. There you go.
Yay.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, but I don't know what I could say there, Tyler. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate.
You can say
Thank
it
you.
because
I have no allegiance to anybody.
yeah, that's right. Well, it'll be a bloody cool event. That much I do know. Coming, Matt. You're down in Melbourne.
Yeah, sure. Why not? When is it?
15th of August.
Always
Hmm.
Are you coming down early, Ray? Or are you here? Like, are you just there for the night?
I don't know. Look, I won't be there for the night. The 15th of August is so Barrel and Batch are involved, and we will sort out what we can. I was hoping to get down there and do a little bit of hosting with it, but unfortunately, that's definitely not going to happen because it's my love's birthday that day. So I will.
Isn't the 15th also Taz Whiskey Week?
No. That's 2 weeks before, mate. That's
Is
I'm the MC for this bloody Taswhisky thing.
There's a couple of people that are in town in Melbourne that week that are
I have
interesting.
to say, mate, you sound really
Melbourne,
excited about that. Like, I'm MC for this bloody whiskey thing. What are you MCing though? Are you coming down for it?
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to be hosting the whole southern end of it, so all the Hobart events or something. I'm supposed to be introducing, and I'm doing the Peppermint. I'm the Peppermint Bay cruise host or something.
I didn't know they were that desperate to get an MC. Like,
This guy. Shut up, John. How do we just shit, mate?
You can't kick me. I'm hosting this, so just saying.
Just gonna get those jabs in when
Yeah.
you can, boys. Push. Love it. Yeah, but
Thanks, Brick.
so after the Weller, I can give you a little bit more insights to what's coming. There's our next Eagle Rep, which will be the chocolate eclair. There is our next Killer Barrel as well, which is a Buffalo Trace barrel, also the same age, because they'll barrel at the same time. But that's like really whiskey. That's 2 years and 8 months old. And it's really it's just got that what's it, a plantation flavor of tequila, but it's got an underlying just a bourbon whiskey bottom. It's really cool. And there's another single barrel from Buffalo Trace Distillery that is also on that delivery. Any guesses? Let's have a guess. Nope. Come on.
Tazrak.
Huh?
Tazrak Rye. Any
No.
Rye?
Well, a
No,
special
but
reserve.
Is it blue?
It is not blue. That
Are
one.
they already here?
That's the blues. The blues coming out in August.
Is it Weller Special Reserve?
No, it's not a stag, Lachlan.
EH
It
Taylor.
is 2 points, Corey.
Hmm?
Yeah, 2 points.
That was me.
Oh, was it Tyler? Oh, sorry. Yes, that's what it's going to be, which is pretty cool.
What was it?
Taylor.
Yeah.
Ah, the Taylor. Are we seeing the rye barrel proof?
You wish. So do I. No. No. It's a single barrel. Single barrel. So it'll
Why
probably
is
be
it so difficult to get rye barrel proof in this country?
uh,
Anything rye barrel proof.
so you gotta look at it like this. We are very lucky in this country, and I know it doesn't seem that way with the other cases we've got with BTAX, this, that, the other. But in January, when we were over there and we did a heap of picks and everything, even get the people were getting driven are like, how are you getting access to this? We can't. No one can get it here as it is. Buffalo Trace itself, you can't find Buffalo Trace as a bottle. The only bottling of Buffalo Trace we found was in one bottle shop in Kentucky, which was their own single barrel pick, and they get one pick a year. Buffalo Trace normal, Eagle Rare, EH Taylor small batch. You cannot find it in Kentucky. It's you go to the distillery to buy it. It's the busiest bottle shop in Kentucky. And when you go there for whatever releases they're doing, you scan your license and you can't come back and buy for a month. So we've got it on all our shelves all across the country. It's pretty crazy to see what it is over there. And that's not just Buffalo Trace. Like obviously Buffalo Trace is the busiest one, but it's, we got a single barrel of Elijah Craig when we were over there. That was released when, it was a batch, released for the distillery only. And it was gone that day. Thousands of bottles. Mental. So we're very fortunate with what we can actually get over here when it comes to barrel picks and a whole lot. And when, like you said, Ross, when it comes to other SKUs that haven't been here yet, it's because they're still trying to, and they're never going to, fill the appetite for who they're already feeding. Like barrel picks of things that we're doing for this country, you're not getting anywhere over there. As Tyler said, like if you took a bottle of BTAC back to sell it over there, it's rarer than it is. I think I've seen one bottle of Stag Junior in all the bottle shops we went to as well, and we walked down everywhere, and it was $4.99 US, and one bottle of of Weller CYPB, and it was $900 US. They're the only two that we've seen that there wasn't even any of the distillery.
So we should stop complaining then.
Jacob, what Stag Junior? Never heard of it. If you were on earlier when you're supposed to be young man, we've decided to call it and it's not Stage Junior either. We decided to call it Stag Junior because it's getting too hard when we're talking about Stag versus George T. Stag. So there you go. But thank you for the correction. I love it. Throw them at me. But yeah. So yeah, very lucky. Very lucky. I think.
Well, Corey, get ready for all the ballots that are coming, mate.
He's got a system. It's okay. He's got a system.
We know that.
Gotta have them all.
Everything so nobody else can buy any.
Yeah. We've never done that.
Nah.
Oh, also, yeah. So I suppose, obviously, we've got the BTAC giveaway. We do have an allocation that we will be selling as well, and that'll be around about the 18th. I'm not sure, whatever Wednesday is close to that, and that's when we'll be doing our allocation of Pappies and BTACs for this year.
Nice.
Doing a virtual tasting, Ray?
Pardon me?
Doing a virtual tasting?
No, so funny story. You're not allowed to sample up a lot of things, as Matt, you'll be able to chime in here. When it comes to sampling, I woke him up. When it comes to sampling up certain things, calling it whiskey and doing it, even though if you don't call it whiskey, they still don't like it happening. The reason it happened.
If you want to maintain that good relationship with getting those products, then sampling
right.
up will just piss them off even further.
and that'll be the end of that. But the reason we could do that tasting was obviously there were a lot of discussions around that and them not liking it. But you couldn't even go to a bar. So if you remember when we did that tasting, that virtual tasting with the BTAX, that was why that happened.
Also, I hate samples. These post-COVID, I can't stand them. I just I said to Ray when he said, "I let's drink some whiskey," and it's like, send me a bottle of butterscotch. Done. Don't send me a sample of it. I don't. I can show you. Hold on. I'm going to show you on camera. Here we go. Boxes and boxes of samples you just never get around to.
All right, so everyone online, don't send Matt any more samples.
Don't send samples. Please don't send me samples.
Matt, I was boxing these ones for you, mate. You see, I've lined them up nicely just to, you know.
Just with my name on them, mate. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, a very relaxed little chat tonight, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's the travel like, right?
The travel, that's great. Yeah, it's 45%. It's certainly different than Buffalo Trace. You know,
it's someone mentioned in the comments a bit of Canadian in there or something as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, not disclosed, but
Sure,
yeah,
sure,
it's
sure.
But yeah, I quite like it. It's great. I'm gonna have to put it with Coke. I haven't done that yet, so that's just gonna have to happen.
Dr. Pepper, Ray. Dr. Pepper.
Mate, LA Ice. LA Ice. Go all the way.
I just want just a can of Coke, right?
Yeah, sure.
Can of Coke. Bourbon and Coke, this way. So I'm gonna have, because wheels. Well, I just had Eagle Rare, so I'm gonna have Eagle Rare.
Three.
One last year.
Pardon?
Was it last year's release?
Yes, that's correct. You can tell by the picture in the back, can't you?
Yeah, nah, sure.
Because
I didn't see that. Just guessing.
that's a new thing. Oh well, the pictures in the back are a new thing. Didn't see that?
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
I'm jealous, mate. You know, okay, I'll just continue with my Weller 12.
I'll jump in the car. Are you coming tomorrow night, Ross?
Contemplating.
What's there to think about? Me, Travis, Bourbon. See you
Ray,
there.
I have a random question, Ray. What is that barrel and batch drink bottle or cup or something you have?
Yeah, I've seen you sip out of it a few times. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister does screen printing on, like, you know, when you dip it in there and it never comes off, you throw it in the dishwasher. Yeah, and she's when I first started.
Can she do one for me?
Yeah, she can.
I thought I was your friend and I don't have one yet. Just saying.
It's very interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah.
Well, do you want a barrel and batch one? Well, it's one of those basically Yetis, but
Well, I want a barrel and batch one, of course.
yeah, okay. With the old school one or the new school?
What's around further? Is it a portrait of your face that I see? Or...
No, she put a line on there.
Oh, so yeah,
And,
it's similar to your face.
Yeah, very similar.
And my sister, okay, this is very cute. Let's put it on live. My sister loves me very much. So, okay. And the rest of it is a lion.
We've had to devolve here to a non-single cask, but
Johnny.
Hey, Mr. Holton. Where is he tonight, by the way? He loves bourbon.
Isn't he in Ireland?
He's in Ireland. That's right. He's in
no,
Ireland.
not yet. He's not away for a week and a half. He called into the.
Well, even if he was, they do have connection over there. So I don't understand what the problem is.
So you know, like, just I don't know what's happening, but we have.
There we go.
Look at that cocktail.
We did some Tasmanian car bombs the other day with Holton's whiskey, Helios Road Liqueur, and Cascadian. Wasn't bad. Anyway, sorry, Ray. I probably distracted you. You're probably saying something really important, and you're
No, I'm just drinking Eagle Rare 17.
We didn't get to see what was on the other part of the cup.
Oh, sorry, I held it up. There you go. Told you she loves me very much. She's a good egg.
I'm gonna say Johnny's something Molly. I've forgotten the band. Anyway, has to be honestly one of the best whiskeys I've ever drunk. That is fucking amazing.
The what? The Molly?
Flogging Molly.
That's
Oh,
it.
the
Flogging Molly.
transportation. Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right.
Was it a cast strength or the normal release? Diluted.
I've got both.
That was one of his first ones, right? It was delicious. Yeah.
The
It's
second
the
or third one.
first band.
He cracked it
series.
open at Taz Whiskey Week. Oh, no, he didn't crack it open. He took a bottle to Taz Whiskey Week. Not last year before. Yeah, it's great. And wore the most uncomfortable looking tracksuit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I remember that
Oh.
green tracksuit. That was
was
The
hilarious.
sweat under that would have been not good.
Oh, you could spot it. It was about an hour after him wearing it. It was more sweat than it was tracksuit.
Wet carpet. All right, Mr. Bailey, what
So
do you got
Corey,
coming?
Corey, what are you drinking tonight?
Good chat, bro.
H2O.
Water.
And why is that?
You also doing Dry July?
He is
Dry
doing
July.
Dry July, Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
yeah. Can we donate? I mean, I won't, but like other people might.
All right, Mr.
Nah,
Bailey,
it's
I can
tough.
see what you got coming.
Tough watching everyone drink.
We've got our Marmalade Overdrive coming this Friday, which is very
Is that
exciting.
the bottle?
That's it. There it is.
That's an interesting change of bottle. What's the story with that?
It's a 14-year-old that I sent a whole bunch of ex-Australian wine casks over to Scotland about
Cool.
5-6 years ago.
Yep.
And now we're seeing the result of that. So it's 50% ABV and it's blended malt, and it's a good daily. It's a cheapie. It's 14 years old.
You say a good Bailey or a good daily?
Oh, you can use both. You can use both. You can use
I'm
both.
now going to have a good daily called a good Bailey.
I'm going to say, Matt, some of the blends the society's put out, I know they're kind of the antithesis to the whole idea of the society, but they've been fucking good ones.
They really are, and they're cheap and they're bangers. Like this is going to be like 150, 160 or something like that on Outturn. I don't know. It's just going to be it's something you can get a couple of bottles of and sink through, and it's good proof as well. And it's not too winey, but it's a good balance of wine casks in there, and it's good mix of distilleries that we used for that one as well.
I came across on my shelf an open bottle of the orange something. I think it was one of your first ones the other day. I was like, it's actually really good.
I can't remember the names of them all. The first one was Exotic Cargo.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah, that was incredible, that Exotic Cargo release. That was 10-year-old blended new make. So the new make was blended at new make level. So it was Macallan, Glenrothes, and Highland Park. It was all Edrington stock that we then blended at make level and matured for 10 years.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So some cool projects in that pipeline. It's a whole separate team that look after like Heresy and all our stuff there. We call them Heresy releases, experimental stuff that isn't meant to be part of our core range, but it's just fun experimental things.
Yeah, I think I tried
something new.
I tried about half a dozen of them at the Vaults last year that I haven't seen here.
Yeah.
They were pretty cool.
Yeah, the Vaults get a few more than us. But we don't take them all on here, but we get most of them. We've got 3 coming out in the next 3 months. So yeah, there's plenty coming through of those. Good price as well. That's good.
Talking about samples, I just remembered I had some old.
Well, the old wax dip ones used to do.
These came from Owen Phillips.
Oh, yes.
But he sent me like old bourbons, like what is this? Kentucky Gentleman 1984.
Yeah, he's
damn.
Owen's tastings are great. He does. I went to one of his just recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, which is
wow.
Yeah, he just opens all his old blends and old bourbons and things. It's great.
Yeah, that's part of that. It's just wow, Kentucky Gentleman. I wonder what juice is that. I think Jacob or Vidal might know. Boston Distilled. 86 proof. Wow. Cheers.
Cheers.
Actually, Ray, you asked me before. Actually, there are some more bourbons coming through for us. In fact, we've got another Dickel cast coming in the next couple of weeks, which is good.
Awesome.
They're so good. They're so good. The Dickels.
Dickel's great.
So
What's the
getting
specs?
any rise, Matt?
Yeah, we've got a few ryes coming through. There's a rye coming through from Few, Chicago, and another MGP rye. Is it a couple of MGP ones coming through?
MGP, right? But
Don't
the
get him
last
started.
releases sold out heaps quick. I was trying to get a bottle and I was just like, it's gone within like 2 minutes.
One of our ones.
Yeah, those MGP Rise.
Yeah. There's a couple that sold really
That's where you
fast.
can get.
Well, we
There's
know
a-
how Jacob feels.
Yeah. Well, fuck Dickel. There you go. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fair enough. Actually, I think Dickel's great. I think it's a really good spirit.
Yeah, you tried our barrel release, right?
Man, I bought one.
Yeah, that
It was
first
great. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if
Barrel or barrel or whatever you want to say their name. I don't know.
You see my
Well,
black,
yeah,
black dildo
yeah.
Dickel
Well,
bottle?
it was from down the hollow, so we can't say it was Dickel, but it's
Well,
from
you know,
Hollow.
yeah. Well, it's the other Tennessee distiller or whatever. Yeah, you can call it whatever you like. It's like all those secret Orkney releases. You know, oh, it's not Scarpa. You know,
Yeah, that one was 61.32. So what's your one coming? How old? What's the specs? Give me-
mate, you're quizzing me here. Hold on.
yeah, well, you brought it up. Now I'm excited.
The rye or the Dickel? Sorry, which one?
Both.
Oh, okay. Well, call your jets.
Well, it's easy for me. Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace, 45%. Come on, mate. Do your homework.
Well, I'm just bringing it up, mate. I just don't know off the top of my head, but we do a lot of whiskey, mate, as you know.
Yeah, I've been off the SMWS train for too long, mate.
I know. Hold on. So one of the Dickel's coming in at 63.5%,
Yes, please.
and that's a 7-year-old.
Or Dickel tastes like dusty moldy orange.
It's like
That's
such
super
a
minimal.
range.
When he's angry about something, he
I
really.
don't
he really
know.
chews on
I
that
don't,
nut.
Jacob. I know where you're coming from. I don't agree with it, but I know where you're coming from. Oh, I've got some. Do you guys want to hear journeyman
Welcome,
farm
Brendan.
rice? Because anyone he tried the journeyman stuff.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. We've got some of their farm rice coming through as well. What else? What other Dickel have we got?
Is that farm rye or farm rice?
No, farm rye.
Oh, I was like rice band you want for the society.
Yeah, well,
How was that a bourbon?
there's another Dickel coming through, which is also it's an 8-year-old, and that's 65.5% ABV. Low proofs.
Matty, where are these all bottled, man? When you say American, all American whiskey that you guys do, is it all going to Scotland, aged there a little bit?
No, it's all aged in the US and bottled there as well. Usually, there's a couple
in the US.
there's a couple that we
yeah,
bottled in
right.
Scotland for reasons I don't understand. But it's all bottled in the US. Otherwise, it's just easier to bottle it there because we've got a bottling hall there. We've got a warehouse there. So
Yeah. Cool.
everything else is basically bottled in Scotland or Ireland. Yeah.
We're going to tap out, gents. I've got guests. I was just coming on to say good day for a little bit, but good to see you all.
Thanks for jumping in, mate.
Cheers,
Corey.
buddy.
It's horrible. Enjoy July.
Cheers, Corey.
See ya. That was nice.
That photo is the appropriate level of blur in that photo, Scott. It's the kind of photo that you look at and you go, yeah, I kind of remember that night. When you see a photo of that many bottles on a table and you go, yeah, I'm sure I was there. It's like when someone says to you, oh, do you remember so-and-so's birthday shindig where we opened 50 different bottles of single malt? And you go, no, I don't.
I remember being there. I remember getting there.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
getting there.
I got a shindig on Saturday. I'm really looking forward to. It's gonna be great. Whole day of cooking and feeding and drinking. Can't wait.
Very nice.
That day's
Ray,
a
thank you
massive
so much
whiskey
for
day.
tonight.
No, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm very much going to enjoy the rest of that butterscotch pudding.
Yeah, it's an easy one, isn't it?
It's
45%.
fantastic. Yeah, and I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to chatting more privately about which bribes we can discuss so that I win the BTAC set. And you know what? I will open it all and do it, and I'll share it with you all on stream, and I'll send samples even as much. I hate samples. I'll send them around. How's that for a bribe, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Matty, hit me up. I'm getting our summer locations, mate. I'm more bribable.
Dear,
If I win, I won't drain pour him. I promise.
yeah. Right.
Yeah,
No drain pours, sure.
how much are we gonna love hate the person that wins it? It's gonna be great.
Oh,
Depends
no,
whether
look,
I know them or not. Right?
Yeah.
well, So for me, it depends on whether they open them or not. For me, I don't care who wins it. It's if they get open and enjoyed, as long as they're not just stashed away or flipped on a site the next week. It's like great, you're enjoying them. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And you don't expect someone to open all of them at the same time, but you at least crack one on arrival sort of thing.
Says you.
Yeah.
You have to admit though, it'd be a hell of a night if you opened them all together.
It'd be super cool if like.
But what was that? What was that? Was that? Said
Yeah,
You'd
If
flip them. Of
one
course
old
you
chair.
would.
I just
Oh,
want an
it'd
Eagle
be
Rare
cool
knight.
just do a
I just want an
little
Eagle Rare
bit of
17,
fun.
really, to be quite honest. It's a 19-year-old Eagle Rare.
Yeah, I'd be fun with just the Weller in the William Leroy Weller in that set. That's my favorite of the bunch usually.
Do I hear complaints that we're giving away 5? Is that what I'm hearing? How dare we give away? So just give one away?
No, that's good.
Yeah, I'm always tossing up between ER17 and William LaRue.
I would have
That's
run it
always-
differently. Actually, I know that your superiors have chosen to do this. I would have run it differently though. I actually, you know what?
Give it to me.
Would have done one per week.
Oh, that'd be good.
There you go.
And you make a purchase each week. That guarantees purchasing each week. Then as well.
So Ray, what? So is it just any BT product?
NBT.
What any
Buffalo
Sazerac
cream
product,
if
or
you
what
want.
is it?
Sorry? Buffalo cream if you want.
Oh, how about the Wheatley vodka?
Yeah, absolutely.
As
Nothing
long
wrong
as
with
you're not in ACT or not,
Yeah, not an
Northern
ACT
Territory.
or Northern Territory. Unlucky.
Whoops. Yeah.
So, Ray, what do you got releasing in the next 6 months, if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind because we already went through it. But no,
You didn't really run through it. I know you've got more than that. Right? It's like the foolproof. What else is there?
All sorts of
There's single
all sorts of
barrel.
Chardonnays and vodkas, mate. All
Let's see
sorts of
who-
Chardonnays and
Oh yeah, I forgot. What Semillons are you releasing?
What have I told everybody?
wait for
I've
the next
released
gin
so
pick.
far? Can anyone remember? What's coming out?
See?
I'm not repeating it all. You
Buffalo
just
Trace.
went through it all.
Buffalo
comes
Trace
out for-
Tequila, Eagle Rare.
Yeah, yeah.
Tequila, then your
Turkish
Eagle Rare,
Delight.
then your Weller 12.
There
There's
you
no
go.
Weller 12.
There's no-
So Weller Foolproof next month. There's our Buffalo Trace that we picked called the Last Hurrah, which was my last hurrah.
It needs to be hooray. Come on.
Sorry?
Hooray! Get it?
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
It should be
last
hooray,
hurrah.
not hurrah.
What
Last
a lost,
hurrah.
missed
And
opportunity.
then
Missed
there's the
opportunity.
tequila coming out this month, which is really cool. And then on the way is another tequila, Eagle Rare, which is called Chocolate Eclairs. And then another single barrel.
Each time.
Yeah, so that's right. And then after that, you're going to have to wait, but it's quite a title.
So what wine are you going to release as well?
What wine?
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't me, bro.
Hello, it's
Wine
Ray from
from
Barrel
above.
and Bash. Have you
Tell us
seen
which
our
Semillons and
Barossa
Pinots are
wine
coming
for a
in.
dozen?
Pardon me? So many people.
Go, Matt.
No, I'm good. Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, so there's a Elijah Craig single barrel. Shed
Is it the barrel proof or just normal Elijah Craig?
barrel proof, buddy, all the way.
Oh, even better.
Yep. There's a did Matt's eyes just light up? There's a we're gonna High West as well, which is a 20 finish. What else coming? We've done 1, 2, and 3 of them. Sorry, we've done 1 and 2. Yes, Matt, my numbers are great. 1 and 2 of a single malt Isla,
I'm a single malt.
and there's a third one of those coming.
Oh fuck yes.
Yep. And I think that's about all I'll give away for now. Yeah. Pretty happy with it.
Well, congrats again, Ray. Fantastic drop. Thank you again for the butterscotch pudding.
You're welcome.
And I might tap out at this point, but I appreciate the catch up and thank you so much. And nice to see lots of familiar faces and voices in the stream. I don't want to have a Jarvis, but he can get stuffed. And I love you all.
Thanks, everybody. Love you back.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Coming. Appreciate it. And if you don't want that box to fill up with samples, start drinking from the top.
Mate, I'll just rather slap an address label for you with your name on the top of it and
I've
get
got
rid of
so
the
many
two
as
buttons.
well,
I
trust
swear
me,
to
I
God,
don't
I'm done with it. All right.
I'm having trouble with the full bottles.
Yeah, I know. All right.
It's a hard life, guys. Come on.
Tough gig. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah,
Thanks guys.
I'm tapping out as well. Thanks, Ray. Thanks,
Thank
everyone
you.
else.
No worries at all. We just need Jarvis to come back to because he's got the controls. I don't know.
No, you've got it. He moved you over to host.
Oh, did he? Cool.
He did,
I don't know how
yeah.
to do it. Yeah. Oh no, he did. Yeah, sweet. Right, we'll stop the recording. How do we do that? Stop live stream. Done.
There we go.
Jacob is talking.
All right, now I'm off
the
mute.
recording,
Nice.
Ray.
Pardon me?
You're still
I
recording.
just stopped the streaming
forward.
to Facebook. It didn't stop the recording.
No, no, because I want to hear you rats. No, I want evidence. No, but we're not live anymore, so that's good. I should have said thank you to everybody that tuned in, but I'm not really.
Stuff him.
Now I can just turn my video on.
You look so hood. Stop it.
What's this new joining the chat with no video?
Because I was jerking off.
Because
Oh, look at who joined. Mr. MK.
oh, hey, buddy, you're late.
We're just about to go, mate.
I just come in to say a quick hello.
Hey, bud.
Was rolling around like a blue ass fly. My day's over now, and I am drinking your Weller 107 antique pick, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Was I there for that pick?
You were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from memory. It's a cracker. What's been happening?
Dave, how come you get all these good picks and I don't, mate?
Because I'm a good bloke.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, no, it's a beauty. It's really, really good. How you guys all been?
Yeah, good.
That's good.
Very good. I'm just replying to a few pelicans. So Jacob Vidal, what's this no video stream? I don't like it.
I'm currently sitting in my bed because I was doing a class before.
Jacob's in the shower right now. It's been like 2 hours. He's still got another 2 hours to go.
That joke makes no sense to half the people.
Is it just us? Oh. Just take a shower with your Dyson.
Next time we'll do. Just for you.
How good's the Dyson?
The Dyson's all right.
Jacob.
Love a good Dyson. Vacuum or hairdryer.
A rough Dyson?
Actually, where is it?
Use it all the time.
So, Ray, what's happening tomorrow at 6:30, mate? Tell me.
I'm coming to Canberra and doing a tasting for 4th of July with Mr. Travis, and we've got a bit of a lineup. We're still waiting for bottles. I've got to pick up tomorrow. It's been a time, but hopefully there'll be a surprise there for you.
Did you forget about Sydney, Ray, or something like that? When's your next one for Sydney?
Oh, you missed me?
Yeah,
when's the next Pappy or BTAC? Missed those. They were the best events in Australia. Now they're gone.
Perth's got a BTAC event.
Now they're gone. Jacob's speaking out of Buffalo Trace.
There we go. Thanks for that, Ray.